Hello, everybody on Universe of the Blue Tubers. This is 22 Tiger Dude here, and I am here with
WWE Fan 0599.
And Adam Haskell.
And this is Adam's second appearance here on Universe of the Blue Tubers. So yeah, you guys, we're gonna actually be doing top 5 least anticipated movies of summer 2016. If you guys saw my 22 Tiger Dude channel, I did do top 5 anticipated of summer 2016. It was with the big group, so this should be very interesting. And this is actually the idea of Mr. WWE Fan. He's the one that brought the idea of us actually doing this list. If there's anyone to really thank for this list happening, it's him.
Hi.
Yeah, you guys. So just like with top 5 anticipated, you know, where we get very positive and excited, oh boy, it's the complete opposite in this one. Okay, now, my dishonorable mentions, I'm not dreading any of these films. All of these films you see in my dishonorable mentions are just in my meh expectations. So, number 11, well, is a movie I feel nothing towards too, but I still have to mention it anyway. Swiss Army Man. That trailer that's so weird, and I just don't know how to feel about that movie. So even though I basically don't know how to feel about this movie, I feel literally nothing towards it. I still have to mention it. So yeah.
Weird can be good. Weird can be good sometimes. So look at Where the Wild Things Are. That was a really weird movie, but it was great.
Hey, Where the Wild Things Are is a good movie. But Swiss Army Man, I am really not sure where it's gonna stand. But yeah. And at number 10, I have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows, in which I feel awkward because everyone, literally everyone except for me in the anticipated video, mentioned this movie. This looks okay, you know? It looks fine. It looks like the original, where the original I just thought was fine. I hope this is better than the original. I still have some hope, but overall I'm more towards the meh level. Warcraft, the trailers never have sold me. I know the games have been very popular, and visually it does look very nice and all, but I just haven't been sold on the trailer, so I hope this movie can surprise me, especially with the director of, I believe it's Source Code? Yeah, the director of Source Code.
Duncan Jones, boy.
Yeah. So, you know, with Duncan Jones, I still have some hope, but haven't been quite sold on it. Number 8, I have Ice Age Collision Course. Not dreading this movie like most people are. I know most people really are dreading this movie.
We'll get to that later.
Oh yeah.
But me, I'm Mr. Nice Guy, I guess, with this one. So I'm in the okay level, but do we really need a 5th one? Like, really?
No.
Number 7, Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. In the
We'll get to that one later.
Oh boy. Now, I'm not going to lie. The beginning of the trailer actually did make me laugh. I actually liked the trailer in the beginning. There were actually some funny moments. Then once you see Anna Kendrick and Aubrey Plaza, that's when it started to go downhill for me. Number 6 is Mechanic Resurrection. I think it's a sequel to The Mechanic with Jason Statham. Yeah, wasn't a fan of that one. That was completely forgettable in my opinion. It just seems unnecessary. There's no trailer for it as we're filming this, so I can't really say how it looks, but based on how I feel about the first film, not really looking forward to this film. It's whatever.
My dishonorable mentions, there's only one that I'm not that I'm okay with. Most of these I am kind of dreading. Mm-hmm. First one being Money Monster. I saw the trailer for this. I didn't like it. I was just one, they showed mostly the entire film, and 2, it just doesn't look interesting, really. It really doesn't.
I'm glad I actually skipped the trailer because I heard a lot of people say that.
And what's surprising is when we didn't anticipate, I think Kaden and Kevin mentioned it in their honorable mentions, so...
I did too.
And you did too, so... Yeah, so there are people that are looking forward to this movie, so I was surprised. Neighbors 2, Sorority Rising. I was actually looking forward to this movie, but then that Red Bane trailer happened, and God, I was just like, what? I thought that Red Bane trailer was terrible, and that mostly why it led into my dishonorable mentions. The Angry Birds movie. Why? Why do we need this? Out of all the films, Angry Birds. Out of all the video games, Angry Birds gets a movie. Why no Uncharted? Why no Last of Us? But Angry Birds. And it just looks... The humor was terrible throughout the trailer. I'm just not looking forward to it. Alice Through the Looking Grass. Why do I keep on saying that? Alice Through the Looking Glass.
It should be called Alice Through the Looking Ass, because let's face it, that movie's gonna be ass.
Yeah, basically, because, yeah, just... All the trailers haven't been that great. The first one is terrible. The original live-action one, that one's terrible.
God, I fucking hate that movie.
And this is so unnecessary. Like, why do we need this? The Do-Over, it's a straight-to-Netflix film, and it's Adam Sandler and David Spade. Surprisingly, this doesn't look horrendously awful, but it still looks pretty terrible. Me Before You, if you know me, I hate the romance genre, so I'm definitely dreading this movie with a burning passion. But it barely... This one was the one that barely made the top 5. Next, sorry Adam, A Pop Star Never Stop, Never Stopping. I saw the trailer for this.
My number 5 is Pop Star Never Stop, Never Stopping. I am a ginormous fan of The Lonely Island. I love their music. I just think they're very clever.
God, oh my.
I'm looking more forward to it than Civil War.
Anyways, yeah, I'm really not looking forward to this movie. Independence Day Resurgence. I seem to be the only person that is not looking forward to this movie. I just wasn't a fan of the trailers, honestly, and just looks really, really cheesy and looks like a very, very much of a downgrade to the original. This was the only one that I'm meh about. Like, I'm like, okay about it. The Secret Life of Pets. I just don't know how to feel about this, like, movie. Like, I saw the trailer, when I saw the Jungle Book, I saw the trailer, you know, and I was just like, it doesn't look terrible, but I just don't know how to feel about it. Like...
Was it your first time watching the trailer?
Yeah, that was my first time watching the trailer for it. I saw that teaser trailer, and that was fine, too, but I saw this one. I was just like, I don't know how to feel. You know what I mean? Like,
okay.
It just doesn't look... It doesn't look terrible, but it doesn't look great at the same time either, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And my final dishonorable mention, is that my final... Yes, my final dishonorable mention, 9 Lives. This looks stupid. Listen, Kevin Spacey, what are you doing?
So silent.
You got House of Cards, and you do a movie about you being a cat. Why? Do I need to even say more? It's Kevin Spacey as a cat.
The first dishonorable mention, I'm so sad this is on my dishonorable mentions. Because the first 2 movies in this franchise were on my honorable mention list the years they came out. Star Trek Beyond. Next up, another movie a lot of people are, a movie a lot of people are looking forward to. I'm a big Seth Rogen fan, but man, I'm sorry, I just think Sausage Party looks like shit. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Now You See Me 2, The Purge election year. Can they please stop making these fucking Purge movies?
We'll get to that later.
I know I'm in the minority for this one, The Legend of Tarzan.
Okay.
9 Lives, The Darkness, and Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates.
Is it weird that I'm looking forward to 9 Lives more than all the movies I just mentioned for my dishonorable mentions?
I guess.
Tony, you need therapy, my friend.
I'm in the curious though. Like, come on. I know it's stupid, but Kevin Spacey as a cat, I never thought I'd see the day. So.
Me too. Me too, but in a bad way.
And trust me, that's understandable. But I'm actually pretty curious on that movie.
I was praying I would never see the day.
Okay, so my number five is a movie that had a lot of hate from the trailer. It had a lot of dislikes when this trailer released. People really are not looking forward to it. I think the trailer looks fine. I wouldn't say I'm dreading it per se. I kind of am, but not fully. It's Ghostbusters. Yeah. I like Paul Feig, I mean, I haven't really, Spy's really the only movie I've enjoyed from him, but even with Bridesmaids, which, yeah, I have an opposite opinion on. And The Heat, which was, it was a hit-and-miss comedy with me, it was decent. They were still well-directed movies. I'm still holding some faith to this, but, I mean, the trailer didn't really deliver, the humor doesn't look all of that great. Yeah, it's kind of weird, honestly. It just doesn't really hit a lot when it comes to the humor. Not really sure how the storyline's going to play out. Yeah, so, yeah, Ghostbusters my number 5. That's all I got to say.
Movie I was originally looking forward to. Now, not so much anymore. I want to have faith in this movie. I really wanted to because, I'm a huge fan of the original. The original I consider the greatest comedy ever made. I thought this different take could have been really good, so I was pumped for it. Then I saw the trailer. My number 5 is Ghostbusters.
Ooh.
Yep. I was really looking forward to this movie at first. When I first heard about it, I thought it could be a neat concept to do an all-female cast. Then the trailer happened, and yeah, it was honestly not that great. I will admit it's not the worst trailer I've ever seen, but it's not a good trailer. It really isn't. The jokes really fall flat for the most part in that trailer. I mean, it looks terrible, and it's coming from a great comedic director. I loved both The Heat and Spy. I haven't seen Bridesmaids, so I can't judge yet, but this just doesn't look good. I mean, could the movie be fun? Yeah, sure, but judging by this trailer, it just looks like a very silly comedy that should be on the Sci-Fi Channel, honestly. And the visuals look atrocious. I'm surprised you didn't talk about that. The visuals.
Oh, no, actually, I thought the visuals looked great. It kept in the spirit of the visuals in the original Ghostbusters, in my opinion.
But I just thought they looked atrocious. That's just me. So,
all right.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, could it be good? Absolutely. But judging by that first trailer, I'm just really dreading it. So my number 5 is Ghostbusters.
My number 5 is Neighbors 2: Sorority Rising. Now, Nicholas Stoller, for me, is an incredibly hit-and-miss director. I adore Forgetting Sarah Marshall. I hated to get him to the Greek. I liked the 5-year engagement. And I found the first Neighbors to just be okay, honestly. I don't know where this one will stand, but as for the trailers, this movie, in my opinion, looks wicked unnecessary, wicked stupid. All the humor looks really just dumb. It doesn't look well written at all, in my opinion. Everything about it, I just think it looks like a stupid rehash of the first movie. They're just, instead of it being a fraternity, it's a sorority. It's the same freaking movie, just repeated. And like I said, all the jokes just look stupid. Like, it looks like there's not much thought put into them. Just very stupid. This shouldn't be happening. This is a really unnecessary sequel, in my opinion. I don't know why this is happening. And out of all the sequels Seth Rogen could make, he chooses Neighbors.
Man, we're not even halfway through and I'm depressed just doing this. My number 4 is... I know there's some people looking forward to this movie. If you are, that's cool. And it's based off of a mobile game, and I love the mobile game, first of all. I just can't stop playing it. It's the Angry Birds movie. I love the mobile game. It is definitely one of the most addicting games of all time. I still even play it from time to time, like before I go to bed. But a movie, like what you said, WWE fan, really? Do we really need a movie on Angry Birds? Now, I was willing to give it the benefit of the doubt when it was announced. I really was. And then I saw the first trailer, and that was okay. I'm not gonna lie, it was fine. Then the other trailers come out and they look pretty freaking shitty. And honestly, the more I watch the trailers, especially when, oh god, I have to sit through them when I go to the movies, the more and more I'm dreading the movie, honestly. The humor does not look great. Now, animation actually does look really great. The animation does keep in the spirit of the characters in the mobile game. I'll give the movie that for sure. But as far as humor goes, as far as storyline goes, oh man, it just doesn't look good. Hopefully, it surprises me. Hopefully, it could be one of the most surprising movies. I hope to come out of this movie saying, oh man, you guys, I had so much fun watching the Angry Birds movie, but oh man, the trailers are not doing it for me. So that's my number 4, the Angry Birds movie.
My number 4, okay. I really enjoyed the first movie in this series. I really enjoy it. It's a really good animated movie. But then they just keep on going and going and going with this franchise. I'm like, just end it already. And this is the 5th installment. And number 4 is Ice Age Collision Course. Dude, at this point, they just don't care what they call it. Okay? Man. Okay. Ice Age 2, okay. The first one, like I said, really enjoyable. Second one was not the greatest. Third one, it's fine. But the fourth one was just awful. It was pretty darn awful. The only thing that saved that movie was the squirrel. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
They're barely in the freaking movie.
Exactly.
And all the scenes were spoiled in all the little shorts they played before the movie came out.
Yeah.
And that's just what seems like the only thing with this movie. The only thing I want to see in this movie is the squirrel. Why don't they just make these movies about the squirrel? Like, really?
It would be the same problem with Minions. Like, the greatest thing about the movie, and make a movie off of them, it could probably end up good.
Well, I enjoyed the Minions, so... Well, anyways, I seem to be the only person, but anyways, this just looks terrible. Like, it just looks really, really bad. It seems like Ray Romano, I think that's what his name is, right?
Yes,
Ray Romano.
yes, you're correct. Yes.
Ray Romano, John Leguizamo, and Dennis Leary. It seems like they just don't care anymore. Like, really. It's like they're just phoning it in now. It's like, oh yeah, we still make these movies, and they still make a lot of money, so let's just phone it in now. And it just looks really, really bad. The animation, it looks fine. It doesn't look the greatest. And like I said, the performances feel like they're being mailed in. And it just looks really, really silly and stupid. It looks like a typical kids movie, honestly. So yeah, my number 4 is Ice Age: A Collision Course.
My number 4 is a movie you both already had on your things already, and that is Ghostbusters. I'm really dreading this movie. I'm actually in the minority for the original Ghostbusters. I don't care for it. I don't hate it. I just don't care for it. I'm in the minority. Fuck you. I'm in the minority. I don't care for the original Ghostbusters at all. And this movie, in my opinion, looks way worse. Like way fucking worse. All the people in it, all the actresses in it, I don't really care for any of them as actresses, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't like any of them. The jokes look so fucking stupid. It gotta do with
John C.
On this phone, the effects look terrible. And it just looks like a stupid, friggin' unnecessary movie. Why is this happening? Why is this fucking happening, is the question. Just fuck this movie. Fuck it. I don't care about it.
Where are we on? Oh yeah, number 3.
We're on number 3. We're on number 3.
Okay. I'm sorry, you see what these lists do to me? Okay, so...
This is a really depressing video, honestly.
Honestly, it is. Oh man. You gotta love Eli Roth, right? Well, he has a movie called Clown. I'm not an Eli Roth fan. You know, the guy's all about just being grotesque in his movies. You know, he's for a certain specific audience. I know there's people that actually love, grotesque, over-the-top, violent, gore movies. If Eli Roth is your guy for movies, awesome. If you're looking forward to this movie, awesome. Me personally, I'm not looking forward to it. I don't really think the concept's all that great. The movie doesn't look scary at all, and it's just your typical Eli Roth trope where he's trying to just be all grotesque, extremely violent and gory, and I'm not a fan of movies that are just all about gore, 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 gore. I actually want to be engaged by the story. I actually want to care for the characters. It doesn't really look like that with Clown. And honestly, that's all I have to say. Number 3 is Clown. Eli Roth's Clown. So there you go.
Number 3 for me. Now, this has been a part of a franchise now that I've been very mixed about. The first one, I actually didn't see the first one at first. I saw this after I saw the second movie, actually. I know that's weird to do, but I saw the first movie. I hated it. It was a terrible home invasion film, and it was just, like, they had a cool concept, right? And they just make another home invasion film. So what did they do with the second film? They tried to elevate it even more. Now, I'm going to be honest. I didn't hate the second film. I know. It's not the worst thing I ever saw in my life. Sure, there was some really bad acting and some really terrible writing, but this is a decent film. I didn't see what was so dreadfully awful about the movie. But, man, do we need a third movie? And this just looks atrocious. I think you know what I'm talking about, and that is The Purge election year. Okay, and the second film didn't even do that. Well, it did pretty decent, but they didn't do great. Like, kind of like what the first movie did. And just, these movies are unnecessary. You know what I mean? Like, why do we need a third installment? And, and you got my boy Frank Grillo, a.k.a. Frank Castle, the Punisher, as I like to call him, because that's what he is basically in both of these movies.
That's true.
And he's trying to protect, is it the senator? Now it's a hostage film? Like, make up your mind, people, of what you want to do with these movies, honestly. And it looks terrible. The dialogue was awful in the trailer. It just seems like a third installment just for a third installment. I hope this does not become the new Saw or Paranormal Activity, where we get one every single year. I know we didn't get one last year, but you know what I mean. Purge, election year, just looks like complete trash, honestly. And that's why it's my number 3.
My number 3 is Ice Age Collision Course. Can they just stop making these fucking movies already? God damn. The fucking first movie, I enjoy it. It's fine. It's cute. The second movie, I haven't seen it in a really long time. I think, honestly, the last time I watched that movie, I think it was back around the time the movie came out, honestly, nearly 10 years ago. So I really can't comment on it. It's been very long. The third movie, honestly, is my favorite in the franchise, to be perfectly honest with you. I had the most fun with the third movie. Ice Age Continental Drift was a piece of fucking god-awful dog shit. I despised every single second of that fucking movie. It was so pointless, stupid, everything. I fucking hate that movie. And this movie does not need to fucking happen. Just stop making these fucking movies. This just looks stupid, okay? It looks stupid. Fuck this franchise. Fuck it. It can die. Seriously. Fuck it. Fuck it. It can suck my fucking dick. I hate this franchise. I'm tired of it. Fuck it.
Oh my god. Oh, that was hard to hold in a laugh there. Oh my god.
Oh man, if he's just like this at number 3, I can't even imagine how it would be with 2 and 1.
And my number 2 is what WWE fan had for his number 3, The Purge election year. Oh boy, I'll just say, after 2013 and 2014 having these Purge movies, man, it was so nice to take a break from it in 2015. It was so friggin' glorious. But now we have it this 4th of July. Oh boy. Well,
Yeah,
at least
the 4th of July of all days.
Yeah. Well, at least I have the Legend of the Legend, not Hercules, God, the Legend of Tarzan to look forward
They have the
to.
Legend of Hercules. What a thing to fucking have.
I know, right? At least I have the Legend of Tarzan to look forward to because I am interested in the Legend of Tarzan, but oh my gosh, I am not interested on the Purge election year. The first film I know a lot of people hate, and I don't blame them. I just thought it was okay, mainly because of Ethan Hawke, who was the best part about the movie, and it had some cool action here and there. Some intense moments in my opinion, so that's why I'm like, okay, it's okay film. Oh boy, but the second film. Oh, I know people like that film, and if you like that film, more power to you. Great. But for me, I really, really could not stand the second film. It was really bad. And this one looks like the same. Frank Grillo, who I will say was the best part about the Purge Anarchy, he looks like he'll still be great in election year. So if there's maybe like one redeeming thing I am looking forward to, it's just Frank Grillo. But besides that, I get angrier the more I have to sit through these trailers, because I probably sit through trailers like maybe 5 times whenever I have to go to the movies. And every time they play it, I'm like, oh goodness, this trailer. I'll still give it a chance. I'll still judge it fairly like I do with every movie I go out to see. But man, the Purge election year looks so bad, and I get more pissed off the more I think about it. God, just why? Why?
My number 2. Okay, I already had to deal with the movie with these two in it already early on this year. I have to deal with another with these two. My number 2 is Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates.
Ooh.
For the love of cheese and crackers, okay? I haven't facepalmed this hard at a comedy trailer in a long time. I was about to rip my hair out at this. This looks horrendously awful. I wouldn't be surprised if this is worse. If there's any film I see beating out Dirty Grandpa for my worst film of the year, I can honestly see it being this.
Damn.
But you're probably wondering, why is it not my number 1 least anticipated? I'll get more into that afterwards, but for the love of God, this just looks atrocious. Anna Kendrick, what is she doing? She's much better than this. Audrey Plaza, I've seen her a few episodes of Parks and Rec, and she's funny in those. But the way Hollywood has just been typecasting her as the same role, like, I have to be, this nasty girl, you know what I mean? It just looks awful. And Zac Efron, he's basically wasting his career, honestly. He really is. At this point, he's just like, you know what, And that other dude, that Adam Devon, is that what his name is?
Yeah, I'll put it in the screen if. Yeah.
Yeah, that dude from Pitch Perfect. I hated him in the Pitch Perfect films, and he looks terrible in this movie as well. So, yeah, Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. Yeah, that's my number 2.
My number 2 is a sequel to a movie that came out in 2010 that I fucking hated so goddamn much. I saw it at theaters, and I just fucking walked out of it, and I just wanted to fucking jump off a fucking building. Alice Through the Fucking Looking Glass. Why? Why another one of these things? The first one was so shitty. It was like the effects I thought were shit, first of all. I know I may be in the minority for that. I didn't like the effects. I thought they were fucking shit in the first one.
Oh, me too.
They did not. They looked so, like, beyond fucking fake. They looked lazy to me. The costume designs, while they were still well done in the first one, I still feel like they just were creepy looking to me. I don't know. It just didn't.
It was mostly just Johnny Depp.
Yeah, and then you got this one, and Johnny Depp's fucking back in this one looking like a fucking idiot. Johnny Depp, what are you doing with your career, man? Seriously, what are you doing? This movie looks like shit. Fuck this. Fuck this movie, I'm done. I'm done with this shit. Seriously, fuck you, Disney. Fuck you. I love you sometimes, Disney, the fuck you for this.
Ah, nice choice of words. So, now let's get into our number one. My number one least anticipated movie of the summer is Ben fucking Hur. You see how pissed I am? That's how fucking pissed I am. Because first of all, the Ben-Hur film from, I believe, 1959, I've seen the movie. It's a classic. It's a long movie, but it's a great, great movie. It's really great. And when I heard there was a remake, I'm all like, okay, that's unnecessary. But, you know, just like what I try to do with every movie, I'm willing to give it a chance and see how the trailer goes. But, man, I woke up, I was having a lovely morning, then I watched this fucking trailer, and, man, was my entire day ruined. I cannot believe the shit I saw in this trailer. Oh, my goodness. This just looks like one of those other generic, lazily written, extremely boring, piss-poor, epic movies. It looks so formulaic. Literally, they're not even trying. And granted, I'm judging the trailer, but just from watching the trailer, it doesn't even look like they're even trying. All right? And Morgan Freeman with that hairdo, just, oh my God. I love you, Morgan Freeman, but for the love of God, why? Why? And the acting looks fucking terrible. Ugh. Ugh. This looks like a huge slap in the face to that classic 1959 film, because, oh my God. I just haven't been so enraged. Like, this is one of the trailers this year where I was just so enraged.
Ben-Hur. That's all. My number one is Ben-Hur. I haven't even seen the original. I already know this is a slap into the face into that movie. This looks like typical Hollywood remaking you know what, okay? It just, like you said, I don't even need to say anything because you basically took the words right out of my mouth. This looks like just a lazy, you know, epic film. This looks like almost as bad as The Legend of Hercules, honestly.
I would have to agree with you on that, to be honest.
I mean, the acting looks atrocious in this movie. Everybody, my boy, Toby Kebbell, what are you doing? You were the best villain of 2014. Then you were the worst villain of 2015. What are you doing with your career? Jack, I don't know who the dude that's playing Ben-Hur. It's Jack something. This dude was supposed to be Eric Draven / The Crow in the remake. When they were going to do the remake of The Crow, he was going to play him. I'm so glad he didn't, because, man, he looks terrible in this movie. And my boy, Morgan Freeman, looking like a rap video artist with that mop on his head. How much did they pay you? How much? Man, and I hear so many great things about the chariot race scene. You know, I hear it's like one of the greatest scenes in film history, and it seems like they're just gonna just make it the typical action scene. You know what I mean? Like when you see at the end of the trailer. Man, it seems like no actor has any like Tony said. We're just judging this by the trailer, and it seems like nobody has any chemistry with each other. Oh, and when they get to that boat crash, it looked awful. And the slow-mo first-person I was just, oh. And I'm the one that sent that trailer to Tony, by the way. I'm the one that actually sent that trailer to him because I know how much he loves the original. I am dreading this movie really, really bad. You know, I had somewhat of faith. Like I was like, okay, you know what, this can't be all that bad. You know what I mean? That's how the trailer. Yeah, you could just take that and just throw it out the window. That's my number one least anticipated movie of summer 2016, Ben-Hur.
My number one least anticipated movie of summer 2016 is Ben-Hur. Oh my god. This looks like fucking shit. And just like WWE fan, I haven't even fucking seen the original Ben-Hur. This just looks like just basically what them two fucking said. Jeez. It's like shit. The effects look fucking awful. The acting's like shit. You got fucking Morgan Freeman look like he has long fucking pubic hair going down his head. Fuck piece of shit. Fuck it. This looks like shit. Fuck it. Well, why is this? Why? Well, this. This. Fuck. God. Damn. Fuck this.
I share your pain, brother. I share.
Man, by the way,
this looks like some guy fucking took a shit and fucking decided to turn into a fucking movie afterwards. Like, Jesus.
No, you wanna know what it was? It's like someone pulled down the pants, took like a DVD copy of the original Ben-Hur and just pooped right all over it.
Yep.
That's exactly what it fucking looks like. Fuck this atrocity. I think this is the first time all three of us are the same fucking number one.
Yeah, I think it is.
I know we all looked honestly sad, and the truth is I probably was, but I still want to say I did have fun. Like, believe it or not, I still
this
had
was
fun.
one of the best times I've ever had making a video, honestly. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, yeah. And I want to thank you, WWE fan. Thank you for giving the idea of us doing it at least anticipated, you know?
Maybe we might do this again for winter and fall, maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see, definitely. All right, you guys. So in the comments down below, what are your top 5 least anticipated movies of summer 2016? And, of course, I want to thank WWE Fan 0599.
Thank you, of course, for, I'm on the universe of the Blue Tubers, so it was cool to do another collaboration with my boy here and, of course, my other boy. You know, it's always fun to make these least anticipated videos. It really is. So, yeah, I had a great time.
And thank you for making your second appearance here on the Blue Tubers channel, Adam.
Yeah, what a fucking video to do for my second goddamn appearance.
This is Blue Tuber Tony here, or 22 Tiger Dude here with Blue Tuber WWE Fan and guest Adam Haskell. And don't forget that the three of us will always have
Tiger
power. Seriously, these movies can go suck a fucking dick.
Here he is. Let him introduce himself.
Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Gordon Movie God. I have a YouTube. It's Gordon Movie God. I've been doing movie reviews, game reviews, let's plays, video game let's plays, trailer reactions, a whole bunch of stuff for years now. I've been on YouTube since 2008.
Movies and I remember horror movies really just grabbed me pretty quick. Actually, at first they scared me, and I think when you're scared of something, you're interested in it, or you can go the other way and completely hate it. But yeah. So I think those three things really got me into movies, and I haven't been the same since.